Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So I wanted to do kind of like my own take on a mani that on Maniology Live, Tiana did a couple weeks ago where she used their new released flower plate. I do not have that plate. I'm going to use a different plate. And she also used the blue from their Satin Slumber collection. But I want to do pink. So I'm going to use just an old polish that I have that I don't use on my own nails anymore. And kind of just do not of course, not exactly what she did, but just kind of similar. So I'm using this pink, which is very, very old, called Ice Blue Pink. And that is an old CoverGirl polish, but it still looks fine. I just wouldn't use it on my own nails. So she had first applied her blue base. Then she had a sponge and she mixed her color and white. So I'm going to be mixing my pink that I put on the base color along with Color Vibes whiteout. So I'm just using a small sponge compared to how hers was. You can get my little foil palette over here and just kind of tap it a little bit. Okay. And she just kind of went around. It's her piece of fuzz. She just kind of randomly tapped. Let me just pull the thing over here. And actually, I think it'd be pretty just with this, but I'm going to do it kind of the way she did just to see what we end up with. And she just kept doing it in like different directions. I feel like on that first one, I'm going to get just a little bit more white. Now she had one set that was shiny and one set that was matte. Okay, so I think I am going to do it matte, and I'm going to do mine now instead of after because of what I'm using. I don't want it to end up smearing after I've done my stamp down. So I'm going to apply this and I'll be back. Okay, so while that dries, I'll show you the plate I'm going to use. I don't have that new flower plate just because I know I didn't necessarily need it, but I do have this one. It was like on one of their clearance sales for $3, so I figured I would get it because I didn't have it. So this is Maniology M178. So I'm going to be using different images off of here. So it's obviously not going to be exact, but I thought it'd be fun just to kind of see what we can come up with. Now she used Acorn B498, so I'm going to do the same. And I'm going to do the large images. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I'm going to start with the bottom two first. That way, if I were to start at the top, I don't scrape down into those. So start at the bottom, work our way up. So I missed part over here. That was my fault. I off centered it. So I'm just going to add. So the plate she used had a lot of detailing as to where this one, like, see how it's got the thicker middles in it? Let's see something. I think I'm going to take just a little bit of that very, very bottom so I can add on right here. So I'm going to do that and be right back. Okay, I'm going to move up to this one. So I'm going to put that one on the pinky nail. So it's not going to use all the image, but that's okay. Oh, got stuff sticking to me. Okay, now we're going to go to this one. Yeah, also several of you were letting me know that your acorn or well, some of you were saying the acorn specifically splatters you, and then some were talking about the top. It's something with the tops of the bottles that do the little splatters like that. Also, this does have like the solids, so those are there on the plate. Okay, then we're going to do this one. Yep, I'm still going through that same bottle because y'all know, like I said, I try to get every single little bit out that I can. Okay, and then I'm going to use, oh, I need to get part of that off of there. It got on there from the other one. Um, I want to put this one on the thumbnail. Yeah, because you can definitely tell this plate has a lot more like thick lines as to where the one she used has more thin lines and not so much solid. Trying to stretch it too, that ain't gonna really help with this. I'm also gonna have to add a little bit more, I think. Well, I may leave it. Yeah, because this thumbnail's longer, so I had to stretch it out, but this side didn't get anything, but that one didn't really either. So I think what I'll do is just get a little bit from this side and add kind of like just the end of the flower. It's like there's flowers off to the side. Um, 'Cause like on my own nails, typically I can fit images, but on these tips being longer, I have to stretch a lot of them. So first of all, uh, they are definitely completely different because for one, I used pink, she used blue, and second, this plate has a lot more solid and less fine lines than hers did. So yeah, because even I'm looking at the plate because this is solid, that's solid, that's solid, which you can see, the dark spots. So yeah, there's definitely a difference. Oh my gosh, are they gonna make me want that one? No, I don't need to. I mean, it's still pretty. It's just different. I think red would be pretty. Purple. I do think pink is pretty too. It's just as definitely different images than the the plate that she used. But I thought it'd be fun just to see if it does similar or not. Now I know. No, not really. But thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will list the Miniology products I used in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day. Bye.